So it's the De Castella 3,000 metres underway. The 2010 edition, some of the greats of Victorian and Australian track and field indeed have contested and won this race. Star-started field here. New Zealand record holder Aaron Pulford on the inside, working up to him now. Looks like Todd Wakefield in the ACT colours. Tucked in behind Kevin Batt from New South Wales, wearing the green singlet. The likes of David Ricketts, Ethan Hayward, World Championship representatives, World Junior Championship representatives at World Cross Country level. So it's Brett Robinson from ACT, currently holding down the lead in front of Books. I like the New Zealand record holder in Aaron Pulford. Kevin Batt currently sitting in 4th place. The New South Welshman, a World Junior representative over 5,000 metres. They're your leading 4 that are setting out after this title. Interesting enough, this race last year was run by Ryan Gregson. He ran just over the 8-minute mark for the 3,000 metres. He went on this year to break the Australian 1,500 metre record. And it's Josh Johnson from New South Wales that's putting him. So Brett Robinson currently there. Back to Aaron Pulford. Kevin Batt, looks like Joshua Johnson.
You mentioned Gregson went on to break the 1,500 metre record. What a runner, 3:31, and then was injured obviously, but looks to have an unbelievable future. So a great race this has been over the years, nurturing and bringing forward the young class athletes of Australia. We're seeing 4 athletes, maybe 1 pacemaker, but 4 athletes certainly way out in front at the moment.
You mentioned the athletes that have won this race before, and not only Ryan Gregson, but James Nimperest, the runner-up in the 1,500 metre race just before, has also won this title. Collis Birmingham won this race in 2003, our national 10,000 metre record holder. Mark Fountain, a Commonwealth Games representative over 1,500 metres in 2006, won this race as he made his way through the junior rankings. But it's still Brett Robinson doing the fair share of the work. Aaron Pulford, the New Zealander, tucked in behind him. David Ricketts in the 2nd place, and Joshua Johnson in 4th. The main group of athletes all settling into a nice rhythm as a pack. Well, they're some 50 metres behind our current athletes.
So our pacemakers left us, so we're now down to 3. Robinson's there. I think Cameron Greaves is also in that lead group.
So it's the New Zealand record holder, Aaron Pulford, is 5th in the 10,000 metres at the World Junior Championships earlier in the year. He's holding down the lead at the moment. And it's the one Australian between the 2 Kiwi athletes also joining him up the front, Cameron Graves. Brett Robinson, the Australian, in that leading trio on the track. Doing a very nice job there of setting the pace. They've really opened this race up, set themselves apart from the rest of the fielders. Joshua Tedesco and Ethan Hayward, the 2 Western Australians that are leading that next group of athletes on the track, which also includes Kevin Batt, the Victorian Milan Lottering. He was the under-18 Australian All-Schools champion recently, the under-17 Australian champion. Jordan Williams, a former World Youth representative, also in that bunch of athletes. But it's Aaron Pulford, very content to keep driving the pace at the front of the field, joined by his countryman in Cameron Greaves. As Brett Robinson, he was the World Junior Championship representative over 1,500 metres, a semi-finalist, is joined there at the front of the field in this 3,000 metre, the De Castella 3,000 metre race here at Olympic Park.
And the great man Deeks here tonight, we've seen him already. So Robinson now takes the lead with 3 laps to go from Pulford and Greaves. And the pace quickens a little, he leads by 2 metres. So it's Brett Robinson, Aaron Pulford and Cameron Greaves, and their margin as that gap now really opens up. Robinson now getting right away, and their margin's about 100 metres in front of a big group behind them.
And it looks like Todd Wakefield, Ethan Hayward, also a Joshua Wright now on the front of that big group, really driving the pace through, but they're just starting to open things up, that leading group of three, and it's the Australian there, Brett Robinson, that's surging clear now. The New Zealand record holder, second place there, Aaron Pulford. Graves just starting to lose touch there. Equidistant space in between our top three place getters in this race. And it really appears that these are the top three, and how it's going to fall will come down to the last two laps.
Robinson's best time this year, 8:06.67, set in Sydney in November. And so Robinson's got a good lead now over Pulford. So he's put 25-30 metres into Pulford in that one lap, and Greaves in third spot.
I look to the other athletes that are in the field. Sam McEntee, who's amongst that bunch of athletes. He's got the next best time of the Australians, 8:19.50 set earlier this year. They're just starting to jostle a little bit at the front end of the field. Looks like Joshua Johnson out there. Kevin Batt not too far off the pace in that orange singlet in that lead, that second bunch on the track. But our leader just really stretching out down the back straight and doing an impressive job. The athlete from the ACT, Brett Robinson, good performance over the seas at the World Junior Championships and continuing his form as he steps up the distance to 3,000 metres.
Well, when he comes into the straight, he'll have just over a lap to go. So that 8:06, he's going to hit the lap to go probably in about 7:02, maybe about 7:02, I reckon, Brett Robinson. Just gritting his teeth a bit here, maybe about 7:03. So there we go, 7:02, 7:03. So Bolton in second place, Greaves in third place. So the 1, 2, 3, you'd think very, very safe. I wonder how close Robinson can get to the 8:06.67 here tonight.
Well, the task was 62 seconds for the last lap. He's also 150 metres into that lap now, down the back straight, and Pulford just stretching out two in second place. Graves looks to have third place in his keeping, and it's all about what Robinson can do at the front of the field. 200 metres remaining now, needs to finish in the second 200 metres in just a touch over the 30-second mark as he goes through the 7:34 mark with 200 metres remaining. But Robinson looking good, and can he get through that 8:06?
Got a good chance, I reckon, Tom. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at that clock. 8:06.67 Brett's time. That's what he's chasing. Tom, he's got a terrific chance of getting there. It's going to be nip and tuck.
Oh, very close, 7:58, it ticks over now, and I reckon he's got it. He's going to take his new PB here, 8:04.22. That's 2 seconds to the better for him. Pulford's going to come through and take the second place. A great run by him as well, the New Zealand record holder. Cameron Graves will finish in the third place. We'll see the fight on now for the fourth and fifth place. It looks like Joshua Wright and possibly Tedesco there. Or rather, that's Sam McEntee, who is our second-rate Australian coming into this race, the Queenslander. So he'll round out our top five as the rest of the field storms home now, all inside that 8:30-minute mark barrier. And all very good running by these junior runners. But our winner in this race, little doubt about him, a new personal best performance, 8:04.22 unofficially, was from ACT, it was Brett Robinson.